What an absolute disaster, bro. This is absolutely a disaster for Liverpool. Fourth game in a row and fourth loss in a row for Liverpool. The first time since 2021 on the hands of Arne Slot. But Brentford, shout out to Brentford for the game. We're going to analyze the game. Wirtz, Van Dijk, Salah scored a goal. But what did he do otherwise? We'll talk about that as well. What are the problems at Liverpool? Why they can't get a win in the Premier League? Has teams figured them out? That's what we need to talk about, because this is turning into a disaster. Liverpool currently are sitting sixth in the Premier League. Man United are ahead of them. Sunderland are ahead of them. They're 1 point ahead of Chelsea. 4 points behind 4 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal still have to play tomorrow. They can extend the lead. Man City play tomorrow. We'll talk about all of this. We'll talk about the game. We'll analyze the game. But before we go on and do this, guys, I'm going to ask you something. Make sure to hit that like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, here, this is Footy Judgment. With your help, we can get to 50,000 subscribers. Leave a comment below. Comments go a long way with YouTube. And I try to see all the comments and I try to respond to all of them, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to ask you questions during this video. And I want to hear from you guys. But listen, I'm going to start. Listen, I'm going to start by one thing. There is no way we're not going to start by Arne Slot. Started Salah, started Ekitike, of course, because there was no, there was no Isak is injured. He started Gakpo on the left. Wirtz started Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai. Kind of close to the team that absolutely won against Frankfurt 5-1. But it wasn't good enough. And I'm going to have to say that there are a couple of things that we need to speak about. Number one, they started okay, but again, another long ball. The midfield is wide open. And they can't defend set pieces. He's complaining about the set pieces and long throws. And Brentford were dangerous in every single long throw. And they started the game right away. And Brentford, long throw and a goal. Why can't they defend set pieces? What is Kerkez doing? And we have to speak about this guy, Kerkez, because come on. How are you one of the best left backs last season to turn into someone who cannot play football? Yes, he scored. But he missed a cross. Defensively, he's so weak. Yet he scored the goal that got him back into the game at the end of the first half. But apart from this, Kerkez is so bad for Liverpool. Is it this is my first question. Is it Arne Slot's fault that Kerkez is playing bad, that Van Dijk is not playing good, that Salah is absolutely stinking up the pitch? And is this his fault? The tactics might not be helping. And I'm going to speak about the tactics because, come on now. You're isolating Salah on the right side and he can't do anything there. And he has been awful. He lost the ball plenty of times in that first half. And listen, I'm going to move to, yes, he scored a brilliant goal, Mohamed Salah. Fantastic and a brilliant goal. But apart from this, he lost the ball plenty of times. It didn't look good for him on the ball. Lost position, bad passes, bad crosses to nobody. He has to do better. If Liverpool have any hope of going back to compete this season for the Premier League, Mohamed Salah has to do better. I want to hear from you. Listen, it's Paul Scholes, right? Is he finished? Has Mohamed Salah finished? I don't know. He scored a brilliant goal. Yes, in front, in the 18, he scored a fantastic goal. But other than this, is absolutely not helping him. But listen, we have to speak also in attack. This man, Wirtz, what are you doing on the ball? Why are you so weak and so slow on the ball? I can see the touches and the dribbles, but he's too slow in making decisions. He's too slow on the ball. He doesn't contribute defensively at all, and that leaves the rest of the midfield wide open. That is the first problem for Liverpool. Last season, the three midfielders were contributing a lot off the ball. Off the ball, Florian Wirtz from Brentford has the ball. He's not contributing. We saw him plenty of times trying to tackle and is in vain. We saw him try to intercept in vain. He's not contributing defensively. And in the modern era, you cannot have passengers. If you ask, Salah might be a passenger defensively. Ekitike doesn't contribute. Gakpo doesn't contribute. So Wirtz is not contributing defensively. These are four players that are not contributing defensively to Liverpool off the ball. And it's not helping that Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones and Arne Slot is putting them in the wrong positions. Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai trying to cover the wingers, and the midfield is wide open. Also defensively, for some whatever reason, Virgil van Dijk has lost his edge. like he committed a penalty. By the way, that second one, the elbow could have been a penalty. They checked it and cleared it. Konate was ahead of the halfway line, and Konate didn't have a good game at all, by the way, because the second goal was from him. But Virgil van Dijk is the leader. I'm going to talk about Van Dijk. You've been one of the best center-backs in the league over the last years. So what happened to you? Is he getting exposed? Is he worried about Kerkez? It's Kerkez making Van Dijk bad. It's Arne Slot making Van Dijk look bad. But also, he has to take a hard look at himself and see what is he doing wrong. Because this is unacceptable from the Liverpool captain, from the skipper, who asked to be renewed last season, got a new contract. He's one of the highest paid defenders in the history of the Premier League. He's probably the second highest paid player at Liverpool currently. And these performances are not helping him, not helping his team. He looks so off it, bro. Looks so off it that it's unacceptable. And Arne Slot, to be honest, I'm going to say something. It's not only about attack. It is not only about attack. You got to stay in the game, Slot. You have to absolutely tighten the defense. This man only thinks about attack. The positioning of the team is so wrong defensively. The positioning on the midfield is so wrong defensively. It is unbelievable from him. This Liverpool team is a shell of themselves of last season. That's why there are people DMing me that saying Arne Slot out. They don't think he's going to figure it out. 4 games on the bounce and he got out-coached in every single game. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Man United, Brentford. That's it in the Premier League. You get out-coached in every single game. And it doesn't matter if it's home or if it's outside. It's away. Today it was away. But where is your team? Where are the team? Where are the tactical changes? Weren't you last season the one that converted Gravenberch, fixed Salah, did this, played Diaz up top, and actually fixed the team? What is happening with this guy? This is unacceptable. They are giving the league to Arsenal, and they are giving the title race to Arsenal and Manchester City. They are behind Man United. I would never have thought that we're going to be sitting here after 9 games and Liverpool are behind Man United on the table. That is unacceptable. It's absolutely shambolic by Liverpool Football Club. How can Liverpool fix it? How can Liverpool fix it? Again, I'm going to say that Liverpool, and this is my answer to the Liverpool people, and actually the people that want to analyze the game, stick to the basics. Defending set pieces is key. You need to coach your team to defend set pieces. Positionally, you need a majority of the team to track back. Structurally, Liverpool are out of position every time the opposition has the ball. The wingers don't track back. The forward doesn't track back. The press is off it. Wirtz is out of position defensively. I don't know. Wirtz defensively, what does he do? And Arne Slot needs to stay in the game. He cannot be behind in every single game. He can't do that. Even at Frankfurt, they won 5-1, but they went behind. So he needs to figure this out. Because it's like, you're going to keep conceding goals. How many goals? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the goals conceded. Liverpool conceded 14 goals in 9 games in the Premier League. 14 goals, you know? Look at this table. They conceded the same amount of goals as Manchester United. No, actually, 1 less goals than Man United. Actually, they conceded 14 goals. Yes, Man United conceded 14. They conceded 14. How is one of the best defenders, and Konate, who was amazing last season, is conceding this amount of goals, right? And by the way, Brentford could have scored another one. Ouattara by himself missed 3 open chances. He got up top, like, missed an open goal from the cross in the second half. It could have been way worse. This could have been a disaster for Liverpool. And they were saved by the wasteful Brentford players. The amount of chances actually Brentford missed is enormous. That is absolutely unacceptable. They need to take a hard look at themselves and say, we need to defend. And Arne Slot, as a Dutch manager, keeps talking about attack. And he keeps talking about other teams doing this. Talk about your team. Talk about what your team do defensively. Because this is unacceptable, my friend. This is unacceptable. You cannot do this. You're not going to get anywhere just playing offensive brand of football like this. And your players are off. Salah is off. Ekitike left on an island today. Wirtz not doing anything. Today he missed an open goal with the left foot. He sliced across it and he missed the goal. That could have been a goal, and it should have been a goal for the quality that he is. That is absolutely shambolic and ridiculous by Liverpool and Arne Slot. How are you going to Brentford and getting outplayed like this is beyond me. You guys let me know in the comment section. Is there a way back to Liverpool? Is there a way back to Arne Slot and his team? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from everybody. And make sure to like the video and subscribe. And listen, this is a disaster currently for Liverpool Football Club. I'm not sure if there's a comeback from this. 4 games back-to-back losses in the Premier League. That is ridiculous. You won 1 game against Frankfurt, who were ass. Bro, this is looking like a long way back for Liverpool with all the signings they made. Isak is out for a bit. You know, Salah is off it. Yes, he scored, but come on now. In the game, he wasn't good. And you know, I'm Salah's biggest advocate. But listen, unacceptable. Not good look for Liverpool, where other teams are way more consistent than them. Are they going to be in a top 4 race? They have so much quality to actually be in a top 4 race. They have so much quality on this team for us to be sitting here and talking about a top 4 race. I know it's early, but it's not looking good. It's absolutely looking absolutely shambolic for Liverpool, because Arne Slot, how many games? You're playing Villa, if I'm not mistaken. You still play Man City away. Not good look. Hit that like button, subscribe, guys, to the channel, and I will see you guys live later.